Welcome to the 1% Better, where we decode the strategies of the world's most elite minds. Just by being here, you've already chosen to be above average. In this video, we are going beyond surface. We are going to master a new skill. We are going to be 1% better.
Introduction: The Cult of Stability. We are obsessed with safety. We build walls. We buy insurance. We pray for a life where nothing goes wrong. But your obsession with comfort is the very thing making you weak. You are being lied to. You were told that stress is an enemy and that stability is a goal. In reality, stability is a cemetery. Nassim Taleb, the man who decoded the laws of uncertainty, argues that the most elite systems in the universe don't just survive chaos, they thrive because of it. If you are seeking a predictable life, you are preparing for your own extinction. Today, we stop avoiding the storm, and we start becoming the wind. Part 1: The Triad Beyond Robustness. Look at the world through a new lens. Everything falls into one of three categories. First, the fragile. The porcelain cup that hates volatility. It requires a perfect environment to survive. Second, the robust. The stone that resists pressure. It doesn't break, but it doesn't grow. It eventually fails through fatigue, because it cannot adapt to a changing world. And then, there is the antifragile. The antifragile is the hydra of legend. You cut off one head, and two grow in its place. It is a system that extracts energy from attacks. Your muscles are antifragile. Your mind is antifragile. But your lifestyle is likely fragile. If one mistake, one market dip, or one unexpected event can end you, you are not a professional. You are a porcelain cup waiting for a hammer. Part 2: The Black Swan and the Illusion of Knowledge. History is not a slow crawl of predictable events. It is a series of massive, unexpected, and high-impact shocks. Taleb calls these black swans. The fragility of modern man comes from the expert problem. We listen to people who try to predict the future using the past. They think like a turkey, which is fed for 1,000 days. Every day the data suggests the farmer loves him. Until the day before Thanksgiving. To be anti-fragile, you must stop trying to predict the black swan. You must build a life that is black swan robust, where you don't need to see the punch coming to survive the fight. Part 3: Via Negativa, the Intelligence of Subtraction. In an era of information overload, we think that more is the answer. More tools, more advice, more complexity. But the 1% operate on via negativa? This is the logic of subtraction. You don't get smarter by adding new beliefs, you get smarter by removing what you know to be false. Wealth is not about adding income, it is about subtracting the fragile dependencies that can destroy you. True intelligence is identifying the suckers' bets, the small gains that carry the risk of total ruin. Stop adding. Start removing. Part 4: Domain Dependence, the Trap of the Intellectual. The greatest failure of the modern mind is domain dependence. We are anti-fragile in the gym, but fragile in our finances. We understand risk on a poker table, but we are cowards in our careers. We fail to transfer the logic of one domain to another. To be a category of one, you must be anti-fragile across the board. If you are brave in your words but cowardly in your actions, you are fragmented. Wisdom is the ability to apply the laws of volatility to every corner of your existence. Part 5: Skin in the Game, the Ethics of Risk. You cannot be anti-fragile without skin in the game. Knowledge without risk is just gossip. The 1% do not listen to advisors who don't share the downside of their own advice. When you have nothing to lose, you have no soul, and no true intelligence. Evolution only works because it is brutal. If you want to learn, you must pay the price of being wrong. Avoid empty knowledge. Seek the scars that come from actually being in the arena. Part 6. The Logic of Optionality. To master chaos, you don't need a high IQ. You need optionality. Optionality is the property that allows you to benefit from the upside of a situation, with a capped downside. It is the ultimate asymmetry. If you have options, you don't need to be right. If the world changes, you simply pivot to the next head of the Hydra. The man with options is the king of the chaotic era. He doesn't predict. He prepares. Part 7. The Barbell Protocol, Applied Architecture. How do you build this? You adopt the barbell strategy. 90% of your life should be hyper-conservative. Total protection of your base, your health, and your core capital. No risk of ruin. The remaining 10% should be hyper-aggressive. Small, controlled bets on massive upside opportunities. Most will fail, but it doesn't matter. Your base is protected, and your upside is infinite. You eliminate the middle path, the place where the fragile go to die. Complexity is the predator, and the barbell is the armor. Conclusion: become the fire. Wind extinguishes a candle, but it fuels a fire. The goal of this channel is to help you stop being the candle. Do not ask for a life without storms. Ask for the architecture to be the storm itself. Chaos is coming, it always does. The only question is, will it break you, or will it make you elite? Be 1% better today. I'll see you in the next one.